Well, hey, good day to you. This is Todd. I am a regular dude walking in the Word. We're going through Philippians, and this is episode 14 in Philippians here today. And it's entitled, Conduct Yourselves in a Manner Worthy of the Gospel. Okay, and it's taken from Philippians chapter 1, verses 27 to 30. This is the last episode for chapter 1, and it's entitled Conduct Yourselves in a Manner Worthy of the Gospel, because that's what he says here. So let's read this today. Philippians 1, 27 to 30. I have my spectacles on. I have my Bible, so let's read. It says this: Whatever happens, conduct yourselves in a manner worthy of the gospel of Christ. Okay, so he says, whatever happens. It doesn't matter if it's like good things happening to you or bad things happening to you. Represent the gospel, okay, in a good way. Then whether I come and see you or only hear about you in my absence, I will know that you stand firm in the Spirit, striving together as one in the faith of the gospel, without being frightened in any way by those who oppose you. This is a sign to them that they will be destroyed, but that you will be saved, and that by God. For it has been granted to you on behalf of Christ not only to believe in him, but also to suffer for him, since you are going through the same struggle you saw I had, and now hear that I still have. Okay, so these guys, good chance they could be going to prison, just like Paul is in prison. So Paul's writing this in prison here, and he's saying, hey, you're going to be challenged in ways similar to the way I've been challenged. And Paul can list off all the different ways he was challenged and the hardship he had. And he's saying, live in a worthy way, no matter what is happening to you. Okay. A good way to help remember this is as an ambassador. So when we were in Cuba several years ago, we were staying right in an area where a bunch of embassies were, and so we would run across ambassadors leaving, coming, going, and doing all kinds of stuff. And the ambassador represents the country, and they're going to a foreign country. So you might have, let's say, I'll just use Pakistan. You'd have an ambassador from Pakistan, and he represents Pakistan while he's in Cuba. He's not a Cuban, okay? He's a Pakistanian, I guess you'd say. And he represents Pakistan and all the interest of Pakistan. So he's living a life worthy of the Pakistanians. So if Pakistan is a Muslim nation, he is going to represent the interests of the Muslim people. Most likely he'll be a Muslim there. And so keep this in mind. If you have a guy there and he's representing Pakistan, but he comes there and he just throws everything out the window, gets rid of his Pakistani clothes, gets rid of his Pakistani religion, and shaves his head and does whatever, and just gets drunk every night, does nothing but smoke weed and getting drunk every night. And is he really representing the country of Pakistan? Well, if that's the way the rest of the country lives, yes, but the rest of the country does not live that way. And so he's not representing the country. And so when the authorities in Pakistan find out that this guy is a big goof off there in Pakistan, or in Cuba here, they're going to recall him right away and get rid of him and bring him back. And so he has to live a life worthy of representing Pakistan. In the same way, we're called to live a life representing the gospel. You don't want God to be ashamed of, because of the way we're living, to represent the gospel. Let's say, like I say, hey, oh yeah, I'm a Christian, and I'm out here, beating my wife, getting drunk all the time, not able to hold down a job because I'm high all the time and smoking dope, and and always getting into fights and everything else. And I say, "Oh yeah, brother, I'm a Christian." And someone goes, "You are? If you are a Christian, I sure don't want to be any part of that, because you're not representing Christ at all." Okay, so that's a sad thing, and sadly that's the way some people live. But so Paul is encouraging us here: live a life worthy of the manner of the gospel. Represent the gospel well. Okay, that doesn't mean you're going to be perfect. Okay, so we all fall into sin and so forth, but we're forgiven. Okay, and we try not to do those things to the best of our ability, and ask God for forgiveness when that happens. Okay, so conduct yourselves in a manner worthy of the gospel. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm just a regular dude living here in the prison, and I'm just a regular dude walking in the Word. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we continue our journey through Philippians. Lord's blessing. I'll see you then.